Hi there, welcome to Storytime with Miss Andrea, reading on behalf of the Clearview Library District. As always, before we read stories, we have to get our wiggles out. Can you stand up for me, please? I wiggle my fingers. I wiggle my toes. I wiggle my ears. And I wiggle my nose. I wiggle my shoulders. I wiggle my chin. I stretch my arms wide and I pull them back in. I wiggle my elbows. I wiggle my knees. I hop like a bunny. And I smile and say, cheese. Now I have no more wiggles left in me, then I'll sit on the floor as still as can be. A couple of announcements before we get started. We do have our Where in the World is Paige the Pelican event happening. So we have a little decal of Paige the Pelican, our mascot, in store windows around town. You can use our website to find out a clue to tell you where Paige is this week. And then if you see Paige at that store, you can come into the library and we'll get you a small prize, and then possibly we'll have lawn signs at the end of the event as well. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's do a rhyme for our littles. Can you show me your hands? Can we open, shut them, give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, put them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, crawl them, right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open wide your little mouth, but do not let them in. Fantastic. All right, our book today is by Slusky Weinstein, and it's called Everywhere the Cow Says Moo. It's illustrated by Kenneth Andersson. In English, the dog says, bow wow, bow wow. In Spanish, the dog says, guau, guau. In French, the dog says, wop, 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 wop. In Japanese, the dog says, wop, mon, won, mon, won, mon. But everywhere, the cow says moo. In English, the frog says ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. In Spanish, the frog says grua, grua, grua. In French, the frog says quack, 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 quack. In Japanese, the frog says, giro, giro, giro. But everywhere the cow says moo. What's this? It's a duck. In English, the duck says quack, quack. In Spanish, the duck says quack, quack. In French, the duck says quang, 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 quang. In Japanese, the duck says gaga, gaga. But everywhere, the cow says moo. In English, the rooster says cock-a-doodle-doo. In Spanish, the rooster says kikiriki. In French, the rooster says cocorico. In Japanese, the rooster says koke koko. And can you guess what? Everywhere the cow says moo. The end. So, I went to a farm when I was 2, and on that farm I heard a moo. Who said moo? Lamb? Did you? No, ha ha. Lamb say ba. Who said moo? Cat? Did you? He didn't know how. Cats say meow. Who said moo? Duck? Did you? Didn't have the knack. Ducks say quack, 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 quack. Who said moo? Dog? Did you? That would be tough, because dogs say roof, roof. I was feeling so sad I wanted to cry when a black and white cow came walking by. Do you know what she said? I think you do. Say it with me. Cows say moo. Fantastic. Let's stand up. All right. Sometimes I am tall. Sometimes I am small. Sometimes I am very, very tall. And sometimes I am very, very small. Sometimes tall. Sometimes small. And see how I am now. Fantastic. All right, let's get our clapping hands out and say goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as high as we can. Goodbye! Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as low as we can. Goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as fast as we can. Goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as slow as we can. Goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as quiet as we can. Goodbye. For those who might want it. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as loud as we can. Goodbye! Let's do a goodbye song for our littles today, too. Wave with one hand, then with the other. Wave with one hand, then with the other. Wave with one hand, then with the other. Wave with both hands now. Wave with one foot, then with the other. Wave with one foot, then with the other. Wave with one foot, then with the other. Wave with both feet now. Thank you so much for coming to Storytime today. I miss you all. I hope to